Hello, people. I was going to start in my altar in the back of my car with Aaron and Scotty in the back and the squirrel, which I don't think we've named it out of it, but this person has been following me when I'm around here. I think that's what they're trying to do now, is freak me out. All it's doing is pissing me off. I get demonetized for that, don't I? Sorry, I'm trying to hook up my YouTube thingy to it. So yes, dead air. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Vegas. Oh, I don't have. Let's fix this here. Somebody finally mentioned the EFF today. The EFF, that's so funny. EFF, which is good. Or yesterday. So I am not the only one now spouting EFF, which is Internet Freedom. The Electronic Frontier Foundation. Yeah, look, oh, he's gone all of a sudden. Where the hell did he run to? And he's not the only one I'm pissed off at. I'm never going to figure this out. See, I'm grumpy, and then I saw someone outside of my car. So, I'm confused. No, no one else is with me. It's the middle of the day on Lawyer Row. It's safe. Besides, everybody keeps chasing me. It seems to be over the age of 60. So, I'm not worried about it. The guy at my bagel place, and hell, if the cops catch me for this one, they'll just tell me to put it away. I've got a 6-cell mag light sitting next to my seat in my car. My brother taught me that one at a very young age. So, and I've actually seen it in action because someone had a road rage incident with my brother when I was a teenager, and he came up with like a sticker or something. My brother whipped out his mag light and showed him, and he just backed off. So, okay, my Wi-Fi is finally working. So, so you're pissing me off. I said it again. Because it doesn't scare me, it just makes me mad. Hello, sitting on defense. Yeah, Damien's here right now. Oh, it's the same picture. I didn't know that. So, yeah. No, when I was getting my fast food, my version of fast food, which is a bagel, go back to the parking lot, need it in the car, and a van pulls up next to me. I'm one space away from the end because there's somebody in the end. A van pulls up next to me, backs in. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. I'm used to eating next to people anyway. The guy in the space next to me, that was in that space from the end, leaves. The guy in the van comes, he hasn't come out of the van. Guy from the van pulls up out of the space, turns around and backs in, or front forwards that space so he can have his window down when my windows are down. And I'll roll away like an inch or two just to get some air through because it's really nice today. So it's like I can't leave my air conditioner on because my battery, even the new battery got messed up, but the original battery is messed up by the stereo system. Do not even ask. It's a 20-year-old car. Used to have a huge amp underneath the passenger seat. And when I got my new stereo, the amp went away, but for some reason it has a memory. So if I want to sit and eat with, like, you know, the air conditioning on or something, or the radio on, I have to turn on my car. So this guy backs or goes forwards into the parking space and don't even think about it at first, and then realize, oh, he's listening to me. I'm watching Kelly Copter. So, hi, Ariella from Georgia. Hello. Hi, Fuzz. Like I said, I was going to open up with the picture, like at the back of my car, because I have it sitting there when I want to bring the volcano out. But some bozo who they all disappear really well. He sort of looked like the guy who took my VIN number the other day. So, that me and bodyguard followed. So, I couldn't show my altar, my traveling altar. So, but yeah, so this guy pulls around to the space at the end, and he's literally not doing anything but looking at his phone. And his phone's up on the dashboard. I notice these things. I've always been able to notice these things. So, I'm like, great, now someone's watching me again. Is that supposed to scare me? All it does is make me mad. It does. It just really ticks me off, because it's like, you can't scare me with people following me. I have weapons in my car, I have weapons at home. I don't have a gun. But I have things that can knock people out if they try to come in my doors. And that's just because I grew up in Oakland and then lived in San Francisco as a single person. So, in Lower Haight in the 90s. So, it's like, keep trying. The only fun part about this whole thing was that I got to drive like a crazy maniac. Someplace where it's dangerous, drive like a crazy maniac, but I couldn't help it. To drop him, because he followed me, of course. So I lost him within 20 seconds. So, cut in traffic, took off the usual. This is where even my car is probably like, yay, we get to go fast. So, did that, and then came here to this guy, and it's like, you know what, this crap does not work on me. All it does is make me madder. And if I really do recognize these people, since my brain fog is getting better, if I do recognize these people, I will confront them and ask them, why are you following me? And I need to get a scanner. Somebody talked about, see, my brain fog gets messed up when I'm frustrated. Boobgate. She came back, her car had tags on it. Scanned for them. I have to get a scanner to see, because we always park near them, or I can always park near them. Right now I'm not parked near them, but parked close enough that, you know, they can find me. It doesn't make me paranoid. It pisses me off. It really does. You know, it's like, you can't have pepper spray at a protest, but you can have pepper spray in your hand before you go to the protest and put it, like, back in your car, if I have to. I'll just start carrying it on my keychain again and try to remember to take it off. Yes, the squirrel power is very scary, especially when I'm not Dora, I'm Damien. So, I'm sure I will lighten up, but I was just like, dude, I know you want to make it obvious because you want to scare me. This crap doesn't scare me, it just makes me mad. And if I have to tell that I'm being stalked by Scientology to some of my friends are scary. They will keep an eye out for me. All dressed in black, all dressed in motorcycle leathers, all dressed like long black trench coats. Bring out the goth squad for me because I'm being hassled by Scientology people. They would love it. I'm sure they would love it. They get to relive their childhoods again. Yeah, they're still scary people. They're just older. Not my age. I'm one of the oldest ones. So, but it's like, don't make me do that, because like I said with my friend who's a cop, if, you know, they're probably never going to bother me again because they know the cop. But if I ever get taken in, he's probably just going to look at me and go, what the hell did you do? And why the hell are you here? because the Dora Damien thing is through my whole life. So, oh, and we don't have our doors closed. I should just go walking back and forth like a shark until they close them. I think I'll do that just to mess with them. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Da-dun. Scientology, you don't want to go in. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. La 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 la. Wow, I wonder how long it's gonna take them. Da-dun, da-dun. Da-dun, da-dun. I saw Jaws when I was 10. Never in the ocean since. Da-dun, da-dun. That's why I always say go to the beach and build a bonfire, because that's the only thing I'll ever do at the beach. Da-dun, da-dun. I couldn't. Am I making everybody? Oh, I know what I should do. I should do this. Da-dun, da-dun. Da-dun, da-dun. They're looking outside. They don't know it's me. Or they're waiting on that group of people that are right there. I think my satire goes up too when I get mad. It's like I get irritated and I want to fight back the quiet and do you know I'm fighting back way. Yeah, they're just sitting there watching me. This is so funny. La, 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 la. Oh, they found me. Have a nice day. Don't you wish you weren't in Scientology anymore? Don't you wish you weren't working at an organization? Those are swinging doors, both of them. They have to stay unlocked, unfortunately, because otherwise the fire marshal will come and be very mad and keep on your butts for at least 6 months. So, welcome to hell. You can't even block one of the doors. It's illegal. Oh, did I mess up their little happiness? Well, if you wouldn't sick people after me, it wouldn't be so bratty. Hello, Lisa love. So yes, okay, the other big thing in my life yesterday on my day off. Well, it didn't happen yesterday, it happened Monday. I went to go visit the BF on Monday. And we were riding around going to Sonic because I used to like Sonic. My taste buds don't agree with Sonic anymore. But we went to a dispensary. It's like Sephora with pot. It's very weird. I'm not pot. But I figured I'd try an edible to relax. They have them in like little gummy bears. So the BF guided me into getting, and I got some for my, got some CBD for the cats because it really does work with the cats who are really stressed out. That I'd been doing before. But one of the people who made it bought it and didn't remake it again. So because it was probably out of state and it's really hard. So I got the cat stuff. I got me a gummy. I was taught how to do it. BF told me what I should do when I get home. And so it was like, I'm not doing it then. No way. Because, you're not going to drive with an edible. My system doesn't work that way, I guess. Anyway, so yesterday, I figured, what the hell? It's my day off. I'll go do it. So I did it. I did a quarter. Then I did another quarter. They eat it at a place called Cholita Lindo. You can go in the doors. They're open. Yeah. What the hell is Cholita Lindo? Anyway. You do that. You do you, Lisa Love. That's awesome. So anyway, so I take a quarter, then I do a half. And unfortunately, and I even told her to tune in here later if she's busy. Unfortunately, it took an hour and a half for it to work. Then it worked for half an hour. Then I got paranoid. And it was like, I remember this from when I was younger. So I give up. I will just learn how to down Xanax. I have a ton. Because I don't do it very often. I'm not into downers. And there's no like decent, You can't, I don't like caffeine. You know, I just don't like anything anymore. Now I'm just a little old lady who doesn't like drugs I can't get from GlaxoSmithKline. Bayer. We have a huge Bayer like office in the East Bay. I think it's in Emeryville. Might be like a headquarters or something. So yeah, so I tried it. She gets the rest of my edibles. If I didn't like it, I don't think the bodyguard would. We'll just have to figure out some other way to relax, because drinking's not good for his blood disorder. Drinking's not good for me, because I've heard the phrase that if you drink to excess on a regular, not on a regular basis, but every time you drink to excess, you're an alcoholic. So I qualify as an alcoholic. So when the husband couldn't drink anymore, all it took was me barfing at 5 o'clock in the morning, one Cosmopolitan, for me to go, oh, my new drugs are taking over. So I stopped drinking. 2010, I think. So yeah, I just have to rely on my Kratom works. And then all the other crazy drugs I take. So the one thing the Ambien has helped with is I don't have nightmares when I do my Ambien. I do my Ambien every other day, because I also don't build up a resistance. So I'm a cheap druggie. So when I take my Ambien, I don't have nightmares. When I'm on my Elavil, which is the other day, yes, I have nightmares, but I've had them since I was a kid. So there's nothing really horrible. And I think I know why that sign had been taken down. Because one of the things about religious service in progress, if they can't hear me where the religious service is happening, they can't put the sign up. So me yelling, they probably practiced with me on like decibel levels. So I'm not interrupting because they can't hear me. I'm yelling into the marble vestibule. So, do you miss your family? Do you miss your friends? Do you wish your credit wasn't so bad that you could strangle it? You know, you can always fix your credit. It's really hard and easy at the same time. You can always talk to your friends by talking to the ones that are declared first, because they're the ones who would be the biggest positive influence on you. Then you talk to your family, do the same thing with them, because the reason they kept these people away from you is because they wanted to wash your brain and take it off and then, you know, clean it and then put it back in your head with all new thoughts that make no sense. They turned it down for the debit, freaks. They had it all the way up. And then I hear it go down when I said credit score. And then when I started talking about the other thing, it went back up again. It is so funny. I would like to say that I'm paranoid, but I can hear it because I want to keep talking if it gets loud. Oh my God. Am I even seeing my... No, I'm not. Chat, you guys. Chat. Talk to each other. Stop paying attention to me all the time. Oh, so yeah. So they all want to know about that credit thing. I think maybe I'll go in depth on it tonight when I go. That was the other thing. It's like, eat an edible, don't research a damn thing. I did watch, bizarrely enough, a few things like Mormons and family trees, and they were really talky YouTubes without like pictures and stuff. So the brain got nourished, but I didn't feel like it. So yeah, do you, that's legal in your state. Thank you, Vegas. Yep, I'm not going to get rid of the freaks, that's for sure. So, I think I just confused them here though, because it took them a while. I guess I don't know how many times I had to like pass in front of it for them to realize. They were looking at me one time when I looked at them too. So, they're not the brightest bulbs on the planet? Is that what we say? Let me see. Ah, the gimbal's a little warm. Okay. Hi. Hi, you from Denmark? That's far away. 10 hours from San Francisco? So yeah, I'm running my DJI program and the Prism. And when I wasn't running the DJI, it was overheating. So Hub Cult. Okay. Hello, Mr. Hub Cult. My brain just defaulted to Hubbard. I was like, oh, how many L. Ron Hubbards do we have? So, do you wish that you could be going to somebody's wedding this weekend? Somebody you know's got to be getting married. It'll be June. Everybody gets married in June. But you can't go because you'll get in trouble if you do. Because, you know, you've got to be working from there and making them money. 11. Okay. I was wondering. And making them money because that's all they really care about. And that's probably what you were looking at were pages that you need to start calling today because you're basically just a bunch of telemarketers until Thursday when you can relax because you've made the number from last week. Unless you did good last week, then you're screwed for this week. So don't you think about maybe belonging to a club that makes you pay for absolutely everything? And you thinking that you're getting away with it for free, but they're charging you behind your back? Don't you ever wonder about that? I would. I mean, it's money. Money's important. You need money to like eat, live. You know, it's like when people say money isn't everything. No, but it's one of the things. So, oh, hi, Windy City. Well, I always think until last week. Last week I think last week was the one dancing in the front of the building. They made their number last week, but that means they're not going to make the number this week because this week has definitely been empty, unless they're counting the auditors. I've had a few auditors, maybe 10 over the past week, so that's a lot. And I always tell them, I'm sorry, you have to belong here. So maybe it would count for their auditors. I wonder, is it a money? Is it a cash thing? Or is it a member thing? It's probably a cash thing. So they're probably calling up, unfortunately, they're all, I think all but one have been older. They're calling up their members telling them it's time to audit. Ding, ding. I should find the cash register sound for them. So, yeah, 11 p.m. Yeah. Great way to fall asleep, me. Especially when I get all riled up because I'm being followed by old men. Oh, wow. Can I pet him? Can I put him on the live stream for a second? Yeah. Hi, look, whoops. Okay, there you go. See, look at him. Oh my God. I protest Scientology. But I take advantage of it by asking, what is he though? What is he?
It's a husky.
Just a husky?
Yes.
Oh my God. So he blew his coat, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they look like afterwards. I was always wondering. Hi, you. I'm sorry it's warm today, but it's San Francisco. It'll be cold tonight.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. You saw his head, did you? My handle went out when I went down like that. Oh, are you here to like if you're going to promote your channel, you have to do it very funny. Otherwise, I don't like blatant advertising. Or somebody else can make it funny, but you can do funny advertising. It's like Monty Python. I need Arthur Dent, Monty Python, some Mel Brooks thrown in, airplane, that kind of funny. So I'll go check yours out too. So, oh, you changed your thingy sitting on the fence. Why didn't I notice for a while? That's interesting. So yes, I got Husky today, and I got Husky who blew his coat because they pretty much walk past us at a certain time of year and just go poof. And that's why you'll have to be, you know, really close to the groomer when you have a Husky. So yeah, they look really skinny after. Walk this way, yes. Don't call me Headley, or it's Headley. Stuff like that. Also, I teased Xenu Free about Harold and Maude because he loves my giggle too, and he 2Ds me, and I think it's very cute. But he's Oh crap, he's 15 years younger than me. Ew. No, I'm only saying that because my mother was 15 years older than my dad. They were together for 46 years. They stayed together because they lied about their age, both of them, when they first met, and didn't find out for like a month. So by then they were screwed. So yeah, no, I've got a really young stepdad, but he's my dad. He's exactly 18, or not exactly, but he's 18 years older than me. So I said, we can get away with that. I'm trying to get rid of the brat attack that I'm having, because I'm being followed. Oh my God, I guess I am afraid of him if I'm threatening them with my 6 cell and my friends. So I guess you would say, yes, I am a little afraid of them. I just... And then I was gonna do that, and then Lady Di, was it then Prince Charles started wearing all of Lady Di's clothes. When it came out, my brother saw it first, and he came to my house because he's 7 years older than me, and he was like, I saw a movie where the shit hits a fan for real. And I'm like, what? And he was, and he goes, no, really, real poo gets thrown in a fan. And I'm like, you've got to be joking. So I made him take me to go see the movie. That's what I'm going to start calling them. I'm getting followed by more and more older men. I had one next to me when I was eating in a parking lot today. One that I swear to God took my VIN number the other day off my car, the vehicle identification number. He was standing near my car when I parked and got out because I was going to show my, my Aaron cult. It's like my volcano that I got at Target. I have it in the back in case I ever want to bring it out, because I'll just put it on Scotty's stool. But I couldn't because the guy was standing there, and and I'm just like, really? Especially with older men, but they really think that older men are going to scare me. All these guys have been over my age, easy. So it's just like, but you're going to scare me with father figures? Do you know, me and my dad, I should do to them what me and my dad I got to do when I was a kid, because I was allowed to cuss because my mother hadn't said the F word since 1972. That's a story for later. But I could flip him off. So all we used to do was flip each other off when I was little, inside the house, when nobody was home, of course, but the family. And it was so funny. So if they all want to pretend to be a father figure, which I did have growing up, that's fine with me. I'll just start flipping them off and going, well, you're all trying to, scare me with a father figure. So it's just so stupid. So, and the 6 cell is a 6 cell mag flashlight. They don't make anymore, that I have in my car. It's not plastic. It's like stuffed. It's a plush. It looks like it's a plush volcano with two dragons that came with it. One's a bigger dark blue one, that's Scotty, and the other one is a little Caribbean. I call it a Caribbean color, like a blue or green. I'm colorblind, so, and that one's Aaron. And then at World Goth Day, I got a squirrel that has teeth. So I took a picture. I think it's the heading for this video, because I forgot to change the picture. It's today's and yesterday's video, or today's and Monday's. And I was gonna, try to figure out some sort of ritual I need to do. Yeah, but it's plush. I mean, I can put it perfectly on the rainbow stool, and I'm just hyper paranoid. It's the reason I have my wrist strap on my phone, and I have my other phone on a jogger thingy. I'm paranoid about people taking things. If I can I have a bike lock that I would use for my small 12-inch computer if I was at a cafe, because unfortunately they like to take them and run. So if I can figure out a way to put a bike lock on my volcano, then maybe I'll do that. But I'm also worried about my stool being stolen. That is sacred, and I must. Oh God! Before on a high feed, 2 guys came here to look, and I said, Scientology. I did my usual riff, and they go, and one of them goes, "Oh, they sacrifice children," and I went, "Nobody does that anymore." Just reminded me of that. Well, nobody does it anymore. Not even, those people in Utah, which I saw a long video, but I had already known all this stuff. It was the stuff about the first guy, wherever they were. So it was like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. And they don't? Wow. And then I think it's Jordan and McKay. They're ex-people. They're ex-Utah people, and they have great feeds too. I love watching their feed. But then again, I started here not this. The name Brain Fog was because it was going to be a different kind of video stream or video YouTube-y thing. No, I just came. Craft Freaks. I was watching Craft Freaks and seeing really fun things you can do when you're at home, and stuff like that. So it was like, this was an accident. I'm sure I came across Aaron first, or Aftermath, of course, first. But I think I came along and went, oh my God, that's the guy from Aftermath. And that was 5 months ago, 6 months ago. And it all snowballed from there. I'm sorry that something happened to you. Yeah, I really got a lucky streak in my world, and knowing a cop is very lucky streak, especially in San Francisco, because they don't like these guys, and they don't like skateboarders. So their head bozo here is so dumb. It's amazing. It's like, why did they put a skateboard guy here when cops still arrest skateboarders here? So it's not like he can have a party out here, especially where this building is. This building has offices, the pyramid, cafes, lawyers, speakeasies. It's like, this is an upscale area. If they bring skateboarders here to have a party, the cops are going to have a party. Skateboarders have been torturing cops since I don't know when. So I need to look at that. The link that Fuzz just put up. So he's not with me. It's like, I would so love to warn him, you don't want to do that because they're going to come out and send the police after you. Yeah, I'll sub on him too. I gotta start looking at everybody. I completely, I didn't want to listen to everybody getting arrested or everybody fighting about, or, everybody just barfing on Aaron all the time. And so I wasn't really watching anything anymore at night. I don't watch myself, so yes. And I'm starting to get back into it again. Oh, look, we lost a share. Does that mean you guys have to come and fix it? Let's watch you while you fix it. Your share fell down, your curtain. Oh, wait, if that's blocking the way that I could probably stand here like this without a problem. Hello! Hey, you guys, you dropped your curtain. That sounds like some kind of psychology thing. Is it a psychology thing if you drop your curtain? Hello? You mean nobody's out there, in there? Let's see. I don't see anybody behind. Actually, I can't really see anything, so. Your curtain fell. Sort of like that kid the other day where I had to call and say, somebody get him. Though, I just thought about that. If they ever call the cops on me, I can tell them that they need to study this place for CPS because of that kid getting out. Oh, you should have saw that one a couple weeks ago. I was mad. I know, it's terrible. Supposedly, actually, the shade tech is not for me looking in. The shade tech is for them looking out. Seeing that I don't have horns and a tail. Hi, I am Rob. I know you. So yeah, no, that's, see? Oh, look, it's fallen. You can't get it back up. You need a medic alert thing for that. You guys haven't been able to do that correctly in like a week. It's got to be really like anxiety inducing to have me sitting here like talking to you while you're trying to put that up. How do you do that and concentrate on your courses at the same time? Oh, I'm sorry. When you're in the org, you're actually concentrating on making money, right? Oh, bummer. Yeah, I'm still here. Ooh, that sounded like a cackle. Yep. Don't you wish you were doing something else than that? Like hanging out with your friends or something? But no, you have to put a shade up too so people don't look at me. You might want to move your sign too, because this means I can stand right here and I'm not blocking anything. I'm sure you wouldn't like that. Still working on that shade, huh? So you're throwing me shade, or am I causing shade? Oh, you even put hooks up. So you're still trying to do the spring thing when you have hooks. Wow, this takes a lot of concentration, doesn't it? And it's hard when somebody's sitting here mocking you. That fire engine better not be for me. Oh, wow. He's not with me.
Have a wonderful day.
You go away now.
We're gonna come back to follow her.
He was not with me. Oh great, something happened up the street. I wonder how far up the street. That gentleman was not with me. I would not ever put somebody who had imbibed on anything into your door. He did that on his own. I didn't even know if he knew I was even here because I'm on the other side where the grate is. So don't even pretend that I'm responsible for him. You guys are responsible for just putting him back out knowing that he was intoxicated. See, you guys don't help anybody. And you're still having problems with that shade? Wow. That's gotta suck. That's awesome. Keep trying. You know, tonight you should put on a little S thing so it'll stay up. I know it's not going to because you want it to stay up so badly. Because, you know, you never grow out of being 12 where if somebody's watching you do something, you can't do it right. Did you get it? Did you get it? The minute somebody comes in that door, it's going to fall again, though. You know that, right? And you could be doing something else. You could actually be doing something that didn't tax you because people would not be standing on the other side of the door mocking what you're doing. Isn't that awful? Oh, God. It is up the street. Ah, that sucks. Can't walk, though, with the gimbal up there because it gets hot right now. Ah, it's not hot. Okay, I think it like failed on me because I pointed it down and sideways. See, that's the guy again down there. He's either really intoxicated or houseless and intoxicated. But he got from the back door to the front door because I saw him. Remember, I just saw him over there. So yes, shade tech fails. Yes. Oh, he's terribly intoxicated. Oh well, he's not bothering me. So yeah, but don't you remember when somebody would stare at you when you were doing something like putting up a poster or something and you wouldn't be able to do it right? That's what it felt like because that poor person was just like losing her mind trying to open it or put it up. And then when she got it up, she put her hand out like, okay, it's fine now. Because it's a share. I could see through it. That's why I said, in the minute somebody opens that door, you're screwed. Oh, well. You know, why can't they keep it up there with the invisible thetans? I don't have invisible thetans. I have little old thetans chasing me, which is really bad considering my age, and I'm calling them little old. So, it's like, I get I've never seen one, but I get the premise of the Golden Girls, and I understand now, and it sucks, but oh well. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm knocking back and forth. I'm also keeping an eye on the guy. He's on somebody's car. At least he's doing, oddly enough, at least he's doing this in the middle of the day, especially around here. He won't get beat up or anything. Oh, look, it's a ghost. The ghosts always pull the curtain aside for me. They don't like you guys either. And these aren't Thetans. These are real ghosts. How many people have you cleared today? How many people have you ever cleared? Do you have people that you clear with? I think I saw a skateboard go by. I'm on the skateboard hunt. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, just someone who walks very, very well. I swore he was on a skateboard, on his feet. That's a scary feeling. Oh, very low THC, more CBD. But I've never been a pot person. Hi, Bob Coonrod. I heard someone called you Conroy this morning. That was funny. Because I'm like going, I know who he is. He's the other Bob. He's that guy Bob that the bodyguard doesn't know. And speaking of that, I'm getting my hair cut this week. It's gotten too long. It's gotten rather annoying. And it hit the point where if I let it go, it would grow like wildfire. So yeah, no, really not a lot. She got me the lightest thing on the planet. So the gummy was, I just react to it the same way I've reacted every time I think it's going to be okay. It takes forever. I have fun for a very short period of time, and then I get paranoid for the rest of the time. The BFF is going to laugh her butt off because she was trying not to like impugn my space. I know she wasn't, so she didn't text me a lot, and I'm just like, I'm not going to bitch on a text. I'll let her see it I'm alive, and then I'll bitch there. Don't you wish you were out of that building doing something productive for yourself and not for some guy named Ron? Or some guy named Dave? Are you allowed to call him David? Bet you're not, because Daves are pretty evil about how you call them. Even though we call him Davey. Or me, I call him the little one. Do you really want to be working for somebody who has a Napoleon complex? On high? See, the ghosts let me say a certain amount of things and they don't let me say anymore. Oh, they're not waiting for the bridge though. The bridge to total freedom. Yes, I know. I think someone's staying at a youth hostel. Yes, we have tons of them around here. But look at that. It's just like, that poor guy has got a bunch of stuff put together and he's not unhoused. That looks like a youth hostel tourist. One of the clubs I worked at had a youth hostel real near, and one of the things I used to hear them say was, they don't let me put all my stuff away. They say I have too much. Yeah, I guess he is. Dave is a small being and even a smaller body. I mean, I've heard what he does when people make fun of him or, over adjust for him. So he obviously, and the thing is that somebody had said in the past that Napoleon really wasn't very short. He was like 5'9" or something. And so it was like, don't know where it came along somewhere. Probably Freud. Unfortunately, Freud reminds me of L. Ron. I know that's probably a super controversial thing to say, but he's also like past psychiatry. Nobody really does his thing anymore. So that's from my childhood. Isn't that scary? What do you think my childhood was like? Wouldn't you rather be on the beach? The beach must be beautiful right now. Don't go in the water. We have a great white breeding area 8 miles away. So Great whites have even shown up in the bay. So we don't mess with the water there. Besides the fact that it's 58 degrees. So it's not really fun to be playing in either. And don't go over your knees. Or don't go up to your knees. Because the sharks can get you then too. But you can have great bonfires. They have little bonfire pits there. And you can burn marshmallows to a crisp or have s'mores. Never understood the s'more thing. I can't stand s'mores. I don't understand s'mores. You know, the ghosts will keep pulling back the curtain and opening the door because it has nothing to do with the other door. Found that out the other day. There, you have other air vents somewhere that's causing these doors to open and close. Oh, I'm sorry. You have ghosts in the front that want you to listen to me. So they're the ones opening the doors. I even took a cough drop and my voice is starting to get raspy. Excuse me. So, I didn't see that one. See, I don't see them all. Because they're also still on my screen. That's why you see me moving around, trying to adjust. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn to read them all here. But TikTok is funny. No, I don't know what we were watching the other day, but it was like him on the stage after he's, you know, when he's big Lord God Bufu now. His people don't know how to drive. His podium is really small. It's like he got everything adjusted for him. And oh my God, I swear he's shorter than me. And I'm only 5'2", 5'3" on a good day. Or 5'3" when I was 14. So... yeah, exactly. You want to talk about just like sugar overload or Lisa Love or like texture overload? And do you dip them? Do you cover them? Do you put them in a I mean, I know everybody talks about them, and I'm really not a fluffy marshmallow man because they use the fluff whip too, and it's like, oh. And then you got the people who want the dark chocolate. Ugh, why bother? And you know what? That's pretty controversial here too, because we have Ghirardelli here. This is where Ghirardelli is from, and we have C's. And if anybody knows C's candy, you'll know. Oh my God. Hi, Ao. Where are you? She said hi, so you're here somewhere. Ah. Ram is fire. Is it like a pagan? Is a s'more a pagan ritual? That would be great. You start that one up and watch kids from evangelicals not be able to make s'mores because it's a pagan ritual. Wouldn't that be awesome? You've been bad. It's like when you put the cats in air jail when they've been bad. Pick them up and carry them around. It could be like, you know, you don't understand your scriptures, so you have to do the s'more pagan ritual. That's almost as much fun as the cult of Scientology. The s'more ritual. Pagan s'more ritual. That I would like to make a shirt. Or a sticker. Oh, that would be funny. So yeah, that's why I'm always saying you should go. What's a naked s'more? It's a PG. Not even PG-13 unless I say something. Ah, okay. Someone got a hold of that one. I trust her the most, so, and I don't trust anybody. That's why I was going to explain that. The reason nobody sees, it's a cult, you'll get cooties. Yeah, why you don't see me around. I'm not a big talker. I'll chat on somebody's live stream occasionally, but not, I'm just afraid of making friends, honestly. I discount myself at being social, so that's why you don't see me anywhere. I'm going to try better because it's the best time to do it is summer because your enzymes are up and all that stuff. Do you wish you didn't have 1 million credit cards? Did you wish that your FICO score wasn't 0 And if they could negative it, they will. You can fix it. You can just start talking to all the banks that you're having dealings with. Oh, now we don't want to know about the credit scores, huh? Well, I'm going to go research it tonight, and then I'll tell you something new in the back and see if you listen to me. Because your credit score is the most important thing in your life right now in this day and age, because everybody has to have a credit card. And knowing from what I heard, you guys don't even have bank accounts. So you can't even use an ATM card as a substitute MasterCard or Visa. So, you know, I'll just start talking lower or something, or since you don't want to hear me anymore, I'll just learn things and I'll taunt you with them. The OSA will learn about them because they'll see them on my live feed, but you guys won't because you're turning the music up again, freaks. Went down a little bit. Yes. I'm hiding in the bushes. Yes, I am Homer Simpson when he just goes back into the bushes. But the thing is, look at me. I've got glitter. I've got a short haircut. I wear nothing but black. How could you not see me, even in San Francisco? I mean, I know that it's really, common in San Francisco, but it's not really common in this area because it's also the corner of the financial district. It's coming back. The financial district's coming back. Companies are calling their people back to work. Adobe was the first one that said, we want you here all week. That's have a nice day. And it's Adobe, so they can say that. I think Salesforce is still 3 days a week. So it's like, they're working on it. And then the guy who bought my building, that should have a big moose on it, right, Fuzz? He's trying to turn it into a WeWork, which is like a rent by month thing. But he's also making it touristy because people come to these buildings in North Beach and they come from BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit. And so they walk through this street. And so he's going to put a cocktail lounge on the top floor. And I love me some top of the building cocktail lounge. Even at One World Plaza, we went to the top of the building and had lunch. We've always been into that. So that and the Hyatt Regency is going to start twirling again. There's a Hyatt at the Embarcadero that had a twirly bar. My brother used to take me to it. It took a whole hour to go 360. And it would keep me quiet. So, they're fixing it because it broke. And they're going to start doing it again. So, listen to me. Now I'm the one who's believing things like, or just realizing things like this. We get super cruise guys. We get super cruisers now. They just finished the port and they start coming in. Just started coming in a couple of months ago. And it's all within walking distance of that port. So, because people train for their cruises to go on their, walks. It's all within walking distance. So, Financial District might get a revitalization from tourists. Because we've been getting them here. I've been actually giving, we call it rabbit season. I've been giving rabbits directions and stuff and telling them not to, you don't want to go in here, and that the crucifix or the cross is a bastardization of the Christian religion, which is a bastardization of supposedly what their big guy supposedly died on, because back then the crucifying was done on one pole, straight up and down, not a cross. The cross was added as an embellishment later, supposedly. Yes. Yeah, oh my god, that'd be so funny. Have a cruise in the West Coast that stops near all the Scientology buildings that are near ports, so you could go over as a group, protest for a half an hour, and then go somewhere else. That would be so funny. I love that idea, actually. So yeah, because I was wondering, we have been rabbitless since COVID. So it had not picked up around here, and I was wondering why it was picking up around here. And I just remember I see the super cruisers. Oh god, I think they only stay here for maybe 2 days. Usually it's one, but they're huge. I mean, oh my god, a regular cruise ship from the old days was at another pier, and that thing looked like a smart car compared to a Suburban. So it was like, holy crap. Yes, I could actually give tours on architecture and history of San Francisco and how Oakland doesn't suck. And oh, there are lots of boats around here too, but it's just those super cruisers. I mean, wow, when you can see a ship that well from the bridge. Yeah, my bridge to total freedom. The Bay Bridge. It's like, it's amazing. It's like, holy crap. Those things are crazy. You don't want to go in there. They're lying. They're lying. They will not let you out until you buy a book. And then after that, they'll, oh yeah, you really, no. These guys are trained in psychology.
They brainwash.
Yes, they brainwash. But this,
people, actually, it's for weak people. Weak minds.
no, actually, a lot of people belong in cults are really intelligent. They want to relax.
But they're weak. They're
I don't
weak.
know
Anytime you
necessarily.
can be brainwashed like that, like some people go to prison. I know some people, they can peep and some people no. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's a bunch of rich people that really,
No,
they're
it's
really
not.
weak. They're
It's
really
not
weak.
a bunch of rich people, though. They have a lot of elderly people that are now sort of like, they were middle class, because it's what you can
Which
afford.
there is no middle
Well,
class,
there isn't
but I know
anymore.
what you mean.
Yeah. And I'm talking about the
They're
elderly. And
working people, they're not poor, but they're not
but
rich.
they also, it also is what you can afford. So literally, those people are paying different prices to get where they
they're
want.
smart.
Yes.
They're
So,
targeting,
and they're targeting actually
but they have
brown.
major people, you know, Tom Cruise, they got people like that.
But Tom Cruise is embarrassing.
Yeah, but I mean, he has a lot of
But Tom
money and
Cruise-
influence and power.
He doesn't have a lot of influence. Everybody
No.
thinks he's been a joke since Oprah. Ever since
I
he
mean-
jumped, oh yeah, since he's jumped on the couch, everybody pretty much takes it with a, okay, so it's not really
Doesn't
influence.
matter. And most people that hate it don't have shit, and he does. If you really look at, and you gotta understand.
No, I know, you're
You're
all of
younger
these
than me.
things.
You gotta understand.
No, I'm not.
How old are you? That's
57. Right, I'm older than you, aren't
No, we're same age.
Okay, then
66.
see, no, 57.
I know, but
Yeah,
born
we're still in the
66.
same, yes,
Born in, what year are you born?
67. So yes, I know
66.
where
You
you're
got lucky.
coming from.
66, bad year. November 66. So you were born in the beginning of 67.
Yes. So it's like, no, that's why when you said you're older than me, I'm like, no, you're not.
No, we're
Trust
same
me.
age.
Yes.
So see, that's why we can have a conversation, because we came up differently.
And you understand
and
what
we,
I'm saying.
And we all knew morals. And I'm from here, I don't know about you, but everyone had morals.
The city or the Bay Area?
San Francisco.
I'm from Oakland.
Well, you know, same
We're in the Bay Area.
Bay Area.
We're the redheaded stepchild. You know that.
Yes.
We've always been that.
Yeah, that's true. But we grew up like these kids today, they're weak. They couldn't be like us, how we survived, how our parents or whoever's taking
I know,
care
but
of
our
you.
parents weren't exactly nice to us either
No,
when
they
we were
weren't,
growing up.
but look at you and me. Look, we know, like, I was really rich. I'm in sports betting. I was a boxer. You know, I had some misfortune, but still I'm tough. I don't disrespect people. You know, I have
You're
morals.
polite. We were brought up that way.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you're from. I didn't come from a nice place, but we had to be. You had to treat people with respect.
My dad was in the
See?
military, so we
Well,
were
you
the
were-
military middle class. They call that now.
Well, yeah, you were raised a certain, you know.
Yeah, my parents had a house, you know, stuff like
How
that.
do you say what I had from my boxing, which is they call that you have to have it to be a boxer, and it's you know, every day you're on a regimen.
Right.
You can't do this and that. You very strict yourself. I don't.
So I don't think, the thing is, I don't
But
think it's
this is
necessarily weak. I think it's people who didn't get what they wanted or got tired of being up there, that they wanted to be able to be subservient. There's a lot of different things. I don't think it's just weakness, because most of the people in cults are intelligent, so they can't all be weak. It's got to be it could be them running away to a different place in their world, you know?
But they're controlled.
Yeah,
I
and they
think
like
people
it.
Of our era, it would be so hard to do that to me or you, and I don't even know you.
Us
I
from
think of our
here.
era.
Yeah, because of the things that happened here while
Okay,
we were growing
from
up.
where we're from.
Yes, because
Okay.
I even say when people have said bad things about
Am I right,
homosexuals.
though, with that?
Yeah, in a way you are. But like I said, when somemody
Remember,
says,
we grew up in the 60s, we were little kids. Vietnam was going on.
My dad was in Vietnam.
See?
Yeah.
The worst war ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and he was someplace he shouldn't
The
be.
worst war
He can't
ever.
talk about it. So it's weighed heavy on
And
him.
we both know, like, I know a lot of Vietnam, our age.
Yeah.
Well, your family.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody my dad was World War II.
Oh, my family was a typical military.
But
It's
I
one
grew
from
up
each
with
at
a
least.
lot of people that were in Vietnam. You know that, our era.
Yeah.
So I know, and I was raised anti-government by, and I'm Sicilian, so I never believed in the system.
Right.
I was a kid, I used to watch Vietnam. They used to show it on TV.
Yes, I
when
know.
we were
Well,
little
Jim
kids.
Jones, excuse me.
We're little kids.
People ask me why I'm here, and I just say, People's Temple. We got to see it for 6 hours a night while it was
And
happening.
they say that messed us up.
Oh, you
They
think?
say they never do it. They'll never show it again. They say.
Oh, I'm sure they show documentaries. I don't watch documentaries.
They said, no, you.
Well,
have
they
to
don't show the
special-
kids. I've never seen the kids again.
No, they'll never show it like on a cable where. I used to just
Yeah,
turn it
regular
on.
cable, yeah.
72.
Yeah, no, yeah. I
They're
tell
little
people, because even my dad goes, why are you doing this? And I said, Jonestown. And he went, because yeah, that was, back then they showed the kids.
What's actually their angle? Like, it's
Here?
Like, yeah, it's like
it's-
Scientology. I mean, I only know about it because Cruz and now I seen some woman, what's her, you know what I'm talking about, and she got out of it. She was a wealthy woman.
Oh, wealthy
Still
woman.
wealthy. A lot of wealthy.
Oh, Leah Remini.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's
now
a good
she's
show.
out,
That's a good show. It's causing...
and she talks, a lot
Yeah.
of shit about it.
Exactly. It seems to be that she's talking the real shit about it. Because remember, we had
Is
Sinan
that-
on
I don't
here.
know, I'm asking, is that,
Yeah, it's pretty much
What
you
she's
can
saying,
believe
is
what
it
she's
pretty-
saying. Yeah,
is it?
yeah. Because one of the people that were on her show actually runs a foundation for helping people get out of Scientology because they're really messed up. And a lot of them, if they've been in since they were little,
They make money.
oh, they make tons of money, and it's all
That's what it's
it's
all-
all parked in
that's
buildings.
what
Oh yeah, no, that's you should hear me
They
talk
could
about
kill
it.
us. I mean, that's-
No, they could definitely, and they even charge people
and
when they
money,
leave.
And money equals power.
Yes, we all know that. But
I'm Phil.
I'm Linda. Nice to meet you.
It was great talking
Take
to you.
care.
I could talk to you because
Oh, I could too.
because it's hard to, like me and you, our era. Like,
And the things we saw.
and like these kids and different, it's like you can't, like, we might as well be 100, but the world we live in today, it's strange. It's like, I'm like, what? Like, look at San Francisco, how much different it is.
I think we're starting to get a lot more tourists nowadays because of the super cruisers. Because they made the
Like
dock
before,
for it.
But
Yeah.
it's still changed.
Oh yeah, it'll never be like it
Look
used
at
to be.
Oakland, too. Taking away this, I was in
Even
Vegas
I won't
2
go into
years.
Oakland anymore.
I was in Vegas 2 years. My son was there boxing, and I was going crazy because here at least you can go for a walk. You can, even though it's different and it's shitty, but still not.
Well, it's like I think
Vegas,
this
there's
part
nothing.
is holding up really
It's
well.
just a desert. And it's got
Yeah.
a bad oil. It's good to visit because the money's there. But then
Yes,
like,
but then yeah. If you don't, even if you don't believe in religion, you know that Vegas is a little
there's
weird.
A lot of people.
Yes, the big place though is LA. You should go on YouTube and look up LA Scientology. You'll see all the protesting going on.
No, I don't want to look it up because then they.
Oh no, they can't do it through there. You can always look it up on a VPN too. They're not that good, and they don't have that much free money anymore.
Okay.
Most of it. Take care. See, that's too native speaking. If you could hear me, you could hear me, but I don't know if you could hear him. He grew up in the city. That's what we call San Francisco. Supposedly, that's what they call Manhattan too. So yeah, getting it from someone my own age, and I got the usual look because I'm older than you. No, you're not. And then I told him my age. He's a year older than me, and he was just like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's called not being in the sun. I'm going to make up for it by doing all the walking." But yeah, it was nice to hear it from somebody my age saying Jonestown screwed us up big time because they constantly showed the dead bodies for 3 days. They constantly showed Leo Ryan getting killed for 3 days. And he said, and this would make sense now, I never see the dead children anymore because everybody's face down with their arms around each other. Trigger, sorry. And you used to see when they show that first set of bodies, they always show the kids are right next to them. And they never show that anymore. They'll always just show the one body. But they constantly, we got to see 900 dead people for 3 days. And I was 10. He was 11. And it stuck with him too. So it's like, and he said that, you know, they say that Jonestown screwed us up. Oh yeah. And like I said, my dad asked, he finally asked, he's used to me being weird. He's just like, why are you doing it? And I said, Jonestown. And he just raised his hand. He went, fine. He was in the hospital. My mom was with him. I was with my grandmother, who watched every single news thing she could find. And so that's how I got exposed to it. So, yes, the beginnings of the Manson family. Yes, which I know way too much about too. I had a friend who actually met the idiot in a hospital prison. He wasn't very bright. He was just very charismatic. Did you miss anything? Egg Smasher. I've been on a roll because I'm being followed by the elderly Space Navy. And one guy who was obvious about following me. Another guy who popped up next to my car when I parked it. But they're all older than me. So it's like, they can't either they can't afford PIs. And they did this to DOA too. The one guy who was watching him the most was older than me, smoking cigarettes, so maybe they're not even PIs, they're from here. One and one is forever? Oh, the 11 I don't understand. I will ask you about it one of these days. But yeah, I think they're just using old people, and I feel bad. The guy this morning might have been a PI. Oh. And if Papa Cat is hearing this, no, they didn't do anything. He just parked next to me while I was eating my bagel. And I got to drive fast. I have watched people who drive like maniacs get older. My mother used to drive like a maniac when I was younger. She actually met my bio dad because she was very pretty, asked if she could borrow his 32 Ford that just got a brand new engine to race. He said yeah, and she blew his engine. Literally. Don't think like that. This is a PG channel, unless I say so. And he even says he fell in love with her at that moment. So my mom was a crazy maniac. She used to go drag racing everywhere. My brother has a severe mental illness too, Lisa. He's schizophrenic. Luckily enough, he's in a county that takes really good care of him. So it helps because I'm now an alien again. That's his schizophrenia is very alien based. That's how he winds up in the hospital. That's what never ever, if he's having a good, he accidentally gassed himself with WD-40, and he was in the hospital, and I don't know what the hell it did, but it scrambled his brains or his emotions for a year, and I got to see him once a week for almost 52 weeks. And then one day I showed up and I was an alien, and I haven't seen him in about 5 years again. So I understand the mental illness thing. But like I said, he's luckily enough in a county that takes abnormally well care of their mental diseased people, their illness. They have lots of halfway houses, and they actually even will give apartments to people who are functioning. But I think they're apartment buildings, so they're in charge of them. So hugs. Thank you. Oh, big hug to you, Lisa Love. Yeah, no, fortunately, he's never had a problem with family except us being aliens. We haven't done anything to him, but this is how. It doesn't matter if you're schizophrenic or not. He was getting shock treatments. It's nothing like they used to be, and they actually took his guardianship away from us for that. But when he gassed himself, his electroshock doctor came to his bed, because I think she was using him as a study subject. And I talked to her because I said, hi, who are you, blah, blah, blah. And then along the way in the conversation, she goes, I don't know how he wound up here. And I'm thinking, adult onset schizophrenia? It's a real thing. And she said, yeah, but what he did with his life before this. And I'm thinking, He was a ski instructor and a California wine steward. What am I missing? You know, that he helped develop the Tesla battery. And I went, what? And she said that he helped develop the Tesla battery. And I just started laughing my ass off. I almost asked her if she was sleeping with him, because he could do that too. So I never saw her again after that. She dropped my brother. He was no longer a test subject. He was broken because he either tried or not tried to do something. It was an accident or not an accident. We're really never sure. But yeah, develop the Tesla battery. My schizophrenic brother. Yes, I try to be a good sister. I'm the youngest in my whole family. That's why I got a mama cat syndrome. Because I want to take care of everybody. And it's from my dad. My dad does that. So thank you. I try to be. I'm the dumb one in my family. Actually, between my two brothers, I am the dumb one. The oldest got a scholarship to a boarding school from Oakland. Okay, that should tell you something. And the middle one has helped develop what we're doing now. So, and I haven't graduated from high school. Yes, I try. And you understand too, Lisa. So we're in the same boat. We know what it's like to deal with schizophrenia. And do they call yours schizophrenia? They call mine depressed with schizophrenia tendencies. Because I guess if you're schizophrenic, that you become completely, and they have to find some place to put you that's in a real ward. So because it was like, he doesn't look depressed. Everybody's an alien still, you know. I remember my brother developed the Tesla battery. Oh, she just practically put her head and ran away. Put down her head and ran away. Because I was just laughing so hard, and I was thinking, wow, that was a cool thing to do. When he was in his coma, I was reading him Facebook from my friends because, you know, we're goth, we're drama. So I figured he was probably enjoying it. So yeah, so you got to hear bits and pieces. Maybe I'll see if I can get the Papa Cat to maybe up the sound. He's an ex-boxer, so he had a little bit of a I know everything until my age, but he did say a lot of things that I also think too. It'll never be the same, especially after COVID, and we shouldn't expect it to, honestly. Exactly. And that's why I've never really mentioned it until like the guy with the VIN number about the elders chasing me, because it's like, I'm just being paranoid. And today was the one when I realized, wait a minute, no, they're trying to make me paranoid, and they're trying to make me afraid that people are following me. I give a rat's butt about people following me. One of those classic stories is I closed the door on the FBI when I was 13 because my parents had security clearances. They came to the house to have the interviews. My parents weren't home. I wasn't allowed anybody in the house. So the men in black come to the door and they say, "Are your parents home?" And I went, "No." And they said, "We're with the FBI. We're going to interview them." I said, "That's nice. Wait outside. Or can we come in?" Something like that. And I went, "No." And I slammed the door. And my parents came home after that and laughed their asses off. Oh my God. I got to go out to dinner after they were done with the FBI. We got to go out to dinner. We got to hang out and listen to music and dance around the house. It was so funny because, bye Lisa, have a good day. You have a good one. Take care. Big hearts. Lise, you're always welcome here. So yeah, so my parents knew what it was going to be like when I slammed the door in the FBI's face. Wasn't supposed to let anybody in. I didn't want to have to go on, I didn't have to want to get grounded. I had been to the museums and the library enough that year. So, okay Fuzz, let's give somebody to raid. I love when you do the little people. It sounds so, no, the people who have little of the people. How's that? And everybody like and sub if you're not liked or subbed. Because Natalie, before I joined, I got literally kicked off every day. I would have to check. It would show up in my subscriptions, but I would have to check her channel every day. And easily for about 3 weeks, I was thrown off every day. So, yeah, my numbers are going down. So I was like, and they're going down in a weird way. So I think people are getting unsubbed for me. So Eric, yes, that's not a small one, but Eric is awesome. So everybody wants to go see Eric. Look at my pyramid. That's my building. Nobody else's. And one of these days I'm going to put a moose and a squirrel on it because we love moose. We love squirrels. One of these days I'm going to take pictures of my squirrel squad for sure. Yes, I have a lot of them near me. So, okay guys, I'm going to go now because it's been a long time and maybe I can take the before carpool lane to get on the bridge. Wish me luck. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Dallas.